Supreme Court data case dismiss Korea piche de. Itia victims kan ke examine koribole time ahi jaise lower sessions court de. Inika time de last 9/6/2026 de June 9 de victims kan to court de ready thakise dispose koribole. Itu time de ami kan laga accused to aru khilibole mon hoigine High Court aru review petition, criminal review petition ko gini aru file korise. Itu time de High Court to talaga petition itu admit kori di gene. Aru 4 weeks case to delay kori disu do. Ini ka hoi gene ek saal hobole ase. Ulibi case to itia bi age jabole na pare gene ini gai ruki ase. Accused to ini ka khili ase ami kan logode. Ami kan chupchap thakibo. Justice to time de nahile itu do eku kam no hoy jado victims kan kiman duk pai ase file koribo dismiss koribo aro dusra ekta file koribo dismiss koribo time logibole karone itu tai file koria laga ase meanwhile victims kan FIR file koria logode tahan laga contractual kam bana tahan ke chari dise Takan tu itia unemployed ase. Itia tak unemployed ase. Whereas the accused, he is allowed to play. He is allowed to employ his delay tactics against the court proceedings. Ini ka ho jaise. Aro kobole mon ekta do. High Court dismiss kor dishe, Supreme Court tala petition dismiss kor dishe. Sob manu karne equal hobo lage. Position te thakibo dibi, bishi influential hobo dibi. Hoile bi taike justice para polabo na dibo lage. Itu bara lukabo paribole dibole na lage. Itu ami kan laga prayer ase. Aji ami kobole mon ekta do Ami kan laga brothers kan, ami kan laga security kan, ami kan men folk in our midst. Ami kan ke support kori gine niga kori thagya. Kiman bi ami kan ke mon dangor kori asena. Ami kan yede bara stop hoise ini kan hoy. Hoy lebi itu ami kan case itia aidan laga case ko adu last year laga ase. Aru 2021 laga poila laga case kan bi itia bi pending ase. Itu ami kan judiciary system to manuhi khili ase law prevail na kori gene manu kan bari law logoti khili ase itu para aji ami kan itu aidan laga case itu uthai gene itia dosra jaga de ami kan laga bacha kan ami kan chukri kan logote rape korea sexual assault korea laga case bishi huni ase aro itu koi dia nishna ami kan yede bara aji yede bara stop na hobo Kintu yade bara suru hoy gene ami kan fight koribo de maiki manu kan aro mota manu kan sob milai gene naga manu to ekta hi ase aro itu dosta chukri itu dosra manu noy ami kan laga bacha ase ami kan laga buini kan hi ase aro tai kan itia kimandi mental trauma de ase apni kan itu enne nijer babi sabi apni laga bacha noy ami laga bacha noy itu bara ami kan itu charibo negi itu kitia bi noy naga manu to ekta hi ase itu bara sob manu ekil logote aji ahi gene jama kori gene ami kan iniga meeting korea nishina awas hunia nishina aro awas dangor koribo de koigini etu ami hanke koi di ase ami kan gathering itu this is a gathering of peaceful people aro ami kan do lawfully we are gathered here ami kan main aim yeta here to share a commitment towards the victims and the survivors. Aro ito karne justice to impartial aro time bound manner de justice to dibo lage ito mangibole mo na se. Together as one community, let us affirm and resolve to stand with the survivors, safeguard the dignity of women and children, and uphold the principles of justice upon which a civilized society rests.
This incident unfortunately took place. So IDAN is a small department with few officers who have been deputed from other departments. The rest are all on contract, where the yearly contract is renewed. So when you look at it, and when I think this is a disturbing situation, especially for the young people, as there is no job security. So like a private company, the department has been hiring and firing. This is the crux of the problem. The department hires and fires people. And the head of the department has the authority to recommend this hiring and firing. In 2021, Reny Wilfred, he was then the DC of Noklak, and because of the POCSO case that has been explained to you, he has been transferred to IDAN as Joint Secretary and Head of Department. An incident of sexual harassment within the office premises, again I repeat, within the office premises, involving Reny Wilfred was reported last year. After the victim reported this incident, many other girls reported similar incidents of sexual harassment. This being a very, very serious matter, the government initiated investigation and prima facie found it fit to go to trial and also placed Reny Wilfred under suspension. The trial is going on, but as told to you by our President Awo, so many obstacles have been thrown in the way of the trial. Meanwhile, most of these girls who have faced sexual harassment have been kicked out of their service. And even not only them, but the people who have been supporting them in the office, they have also been let go. This is the reality. So, without wasting much time, I just want to request the public and the NGOs all over Nagaland to fully support these victims and other victims of sexual harassment in any way they can. I also request the judiciary to fast-track the case to its logical conclusion. It is very traumatic for young girls to go to the court.
In fear, sexual harassment is not a minor misunderstanding. It is a violation of human dignity. Every day of delaying in securing justice for victims prolong the trauma they are forced to endure. Power, position, and privilege must not place anyone above the law. The law of the land should be equal for everyone. I would also like to formally address and highlight some grievances in connection with the Nokla case. The FIR was lodged against Mr. Reny Wilfred on the ground of sexual molestation in the year 2021, and the case was registered at Nokla Police Station. Case number 08-2021. But till date, the state government has not taken any action against the accused in connection with the Nokla case. that the case is still pending in the court, and the last hearing was taken up on 27 August 2025. And thereafter, the special public prosecutor in Tuisan was transferred, and the proceeding has not been taken till date, which has lasted for more than 10 months. The Boxer case should be completed within 1 year, but it has almost 5 years. Therefore, we appeal the state government to treat the case with utmost urgent and give justice to the victim at the earliest. Thank you.
Itu aman first day victim kan dia aman look by say tahan kan dia tahan free lagi tahan traumatized pura laga saya na aman bi mon bi khai jai side abnan aman so pradhan ke look pa na bole bi aman jai na tahan ke look pa tahan look pura tahan sugu bani kira saya na aman isi mon bi khai side itu karena aji aman ke hole bi itu tu na charibo ke hole bi tar ke sala di dibo lage koi na man ede khara kora ase aro ede aman itu nuklak laga case tu hole tu boxa ek laga ase gobo hole tu tade tu right judgment dibo le ase hole bi ita dak pi tar ke judgment dia nai ita dak pi cases tu extension guri ahe gina aro bi Kohima ede ani na tar ekta finance office de dar damor sab kise itu ahigina pachude dar ra yade Kohima de employed khan ase educated khan ase tan educated khan ke ahigina itu da sexual harassment gurina office pra ase de itu bahar pra nohoy office de ra itu pura pra aro itu na hoina tahan ge aro bi job pra bi extension na dia ho jaise Kun khushi wabo itu, kun berap cip rokiwo, itu aman sok manu ika ekta mon milina, ekta hat, ekta pandina itu aman itu cases dichiwo lage. Arungwe ekta Lord and first court kan just court kan ge itu kobole mon ase. Amahan itu judgment tik na dia bra, achi. Itu heaven Korea ase develop hoi jase ita sexual harassment rape case tu Nagaland de bisho hoi jase de jonum hoi ase aman chip na boy mo maikigan ita tu man maikigan safety nai amagan ita tu maikigan chip normal birawule na bare amagan bachagan bahar de jabo kita himona butte pira ase na homamule na bare boy bole na bare phone kuri thake kita badu bachagan barabi boy Aya gile iman phone kura ase o boy mon bikhase do itu kan huni na birawule na bare do magi kan safety nai do to magi khan do dau thori na birawone ki ida do magi khan do ban to thori na birawone ki nijor la ba safety ni mite kina guru magi khan do safety nai do Nagaland devi boy la do Nagaland de iman safety state ase buna man magi thakise ida do nai de Nagaland de safety nai kile safety nai bole judgment na kaya ase Asido ek de judgment diwole kile judgment na diye na ita develop bole dia se sexual harassment la kile rape to man increase day by day hotai din rape laga he huni nai hotai din molest pura la hi huni sake itu ra aman ida chip na boymo ki hole bi judgment to aman mangibo aro ki hole bi IS officer Reny Wilfred na chaibo itu apnan sob ramonde bukidena itu la gesis tu pishi manura na jane achi first time kumba radu achi kali hunya se aji hunya se ine manu pishi goi pishi holebi itu gesis tu holebi media debi newspaper debi pishi hola se holebi pishi bakto newspaper na sabra na jani na thagibo holebi achi ra lugina dar du ke ase jani luse itu ra amhan thik pra khara gurubo thik pra dar ke judgment na dile amakan bra hole bi thoribo darge thori na darge ke guru wala ase guru bo do amakan bi dumji na hoy do magi khan bi dumji na hoy de guru bo do aman bi thoribo do thoribo na thoribo ida do amakan darge free bira wala na dibo dar free bira ina amakan ke smiling face pra ejijik dikhai na bira wala dar kun ase Dar biya kam guri gena dar rapi shase do dar. Ina mana hina aman ki smiling face pra attitude dikhai na birawle tar gun ase thoribo target amakhan thoribo de target na to na charibo thoribo judgment na dile amakhan thoribo target ke guru bole ase amakhan guru bo achi bra logina footstep aman itu jawode na apne ke jani di ase aro aman ne de ahadu chip chip khara na guru bo ek bar abas uthabo de we want gole apne ki kobo justice kobo de we want justice we want justice we want justice
justice na paile do NSF do amikhan do তাইকে সেক্রেটারিতে ঘোষণা দিবলে ডিসিশন লুছি দে তাই IAS will be secretary বিরোধে ঘোষণা দিব all the district officers because he has been playing like this time and again and fooling our victims. We are waking up only today. It's because the victim doesn't belong to your tribe, my tribe, our sister, our mother. We have seen the tears in those victims. Amian khushi na pai de kiban munduk bra. They have to go court cases again and again. It needs time, energy, resources, money. Kiman mundo ase. Idu case jadam de tange terminate kurishe. Tu tagan tu kudi wa support pawo. Public la support lagi de. Reny Wilfred must be in Kohima today. But we should ensure that even if he wins the court case, we should not allow him to serve in Nagaland. Idu sinasri cause de. Apne gan bhi ama buine gan didi gan sob support kur lagi de. Yede ami public speech भाषण lecture दिउला हैने बुलिबे Reny Wilfred के नचारो लगे पैसा थकीना influence थकीना government authority थकीना course इदु court ते मन drag करबो किमान years हुइजे पक्सो एकला दो अंद्रेश ला दो इते दो एकता मैकिन होय तो सब ऊपर आसे अमी गान दो victim संगे interview भी लुइसे दो मोरम लगे दो अमी गान आज एकला नोइगेना we should rise again even if Guwahati High Court stands in favor of Reny Wilfred. Thank you.
Today, I, on behalf of Kohima Award Alongjam, stand together in solidarity with the victim and vehemently condemn the accused in the atrocious act of the sexual harassment case at Aidan and many places here in Nagaland. We speak not only with words, but with a sense of responsibility. We speak for those who have been fallen in the undespicable and cold-blooded act of intruding into the personal comfort zone and were being silenced, ignored, doubted, or made to feel ashamed because they experienced sexual harassment. In our Naga society, in particular, and in humanity in general, sexual harassment against women in professional setting is a pervasive and deeply concerning issue that transcends geographical and cultural boundaries. It creates fear, hostility, and discomfort for women, infringing not only on their fundamental rights, but also hindering gender equality and professional development. Sexual harassment is not just an individual problem. It is a social issue that affects our workplace, school, communities, and home. It violates dignity, creates fears, prevents people from living, learning, and working in a safe environment. No one should have to live in fear, discomfort, or silence because of another person's actions. Sexual harassment is a violation of human dignity, a misuse of power, and an attack on the person's right to feel safe and respected. We must comprehend that silence often protects perpetrators, while speaking up and supporting survivors helps create change. We must create a culture where respect, consent, and safety are valued. Standing in solidarity means listening without judgment, believing those who come forward, and ensuring that no one faces harassment alone. Let us commit ourselves to building environments where everyone feels safe. May our solidarity be more than a movement. May it become action. May it become change. and may it become hope for those who need it most. We must reject the culture of excuses, harassment, and cautions victims instead of holding offenders accountable. Our silence can become a shield of wrongdoing. We must support those who come forward, challenge attitudes that normalize abuse, and demand environments where safety and respect are non-negotiable. Today, let us send a clear and unwavering message. Sexual harassment is unacceptable. A community is judged not by how it treats the powerful, but by how it protects the vulnerable and upholds the dignity of every individual. Let us be a generation that chooses respect over abuse, courage over silence, and justice over indifference. Sexual harassment is not a personal matter to be ignored. It is a social problem that demands awareness, responsibility, and action. Silence can allow injustice to continue. Government must ensure that complaints are treated with respect, fairness, and urgency. The government must address sexual harassment with seriousness and ensure strong measures for prevention, protection, and justice. Justice should not only be a promise, but it should be delivered through fair and timely action. The Kohima Award Tolongjam stands steadfast with our aggrieved sisters and mother till the justice is delivered as per the law. Justice delayed is justice denied. Thank you.
We always protect the rights. But of late, we have been witnessing so many crimes against the women community. And I'm very grateful that all of us have been here to express our resentment and protest to the government that justice should be served. We are also very concerned that people holding high offices in the form of an IS officer exploiting his co-workers and children is very questionable. Nagas should rise up. People holding high office should not use a position to exploit co-workers and peoples. Most importantly, I think it is now for us, community leaders, the government, to organize more of such seminars and workshops, also to sensitize office corps, students, and community leaders, members, so that they should also know the rights. Because we understand that normally office corps, since we have a social stigma and repercussions of threats, normally sexual harassment cases are not reported. Therefore, we should also let them know that they have a right to protect themselves. We should also sensitize people so that they know their own rights. Statistically speaking, Nagaland holds one of the safest places in India for women's safety. But contrary to what the report states, I believe that the safety index of a certain area or a town does not come on top. Because sexual predators normally are not strangers. They commit crimes, sexual crimes, in the guise of a guardianship or a benefactor. That's why it is also for us to identify those people. Of that, we have been witnessing that the moral values of our Nagas also have been eroding. We should also understand it. Let God help us. As Christians, we hold our women in very high esteem, and of all our men's responsibility, protecting the chastity of our women folks has been our fundamental right and will be. Therefore, that being said, the Kohima Lotha Oho and the whole Lotha community express our solidarity to all the victims and the families who have been going through all this pain. And also, we condemn the oppressors, the predators who have committed this crime. And also, we want to impress upon the state government to open a fast-track court in all the districts so that justice shouldn't be delayed.
The stand of the Angami Youth Organization should be made clear that we always condemn the immoral activities that is happening in and around us. Today we are here not to celebrate someone's life, but we are here to pull out the concerned persons who are involved in abusing our mothers and our sisters. Every human being have the right to live in dignity. Itu jani bolage. Sob manu dignity de live kuru bole. Itu right ase. Recently, American janishe dikhishe media de jase. Nagaland de kyu hase. Itia just before me, the speaker have said that Nagaland have achieved the safest place for women to live. However, the things that are happening today is totally contrary to that report. Are we not ashamed to be a part of this system? Soram nai amikan. Safest, maiki karne safest jaga ase koshe. Bole bhi ajikali sabi. Maiki khan rape hose, molest hose, harass hose, iftisin hose. The office of the Angami Youth Organization is always watchful and looking about all these sort of immoral things that is happening in us. And we, the Angami Youth Organization, is an army that stands to safeguard our land and our people.
I shall first read out the memorandum addressed to the Honorable Governor of Nagaland. To Shri Nand Kishore Yadav, the Honorable Governor of Nagaland, Kohima. Subject, submission of memorandum. Honorable Sir, the all tribal women bodies of Kohima most respectfully submit this memorandum, which is self-explanatory. The case of sexual harassment perpetrated by Mr. Reny Wilfred, IAS, on 10 members of his subordinate employees has been dragging on for too long, and the accused has been indulging in all delay tactics, thereby impeding the justice process. Hence, we, the undersigned, seek your personal intervention in this matter and deliver justice to the people at the earliest. Signed by the convener, Rallied Organizing Committee, Netono R. Soto, co-convener, Rallied Organizing Committee, Asangla Yimkyung. To save time, I shall just read out the Charter of Demands. In view of the gravity of the allegations and in the interest of ensuring a fair, impartial, and expeditious trial, we hereby place the following Charter of Demands. 1. That no further willful delays be permitted in the proceedings and that the trial be conducted in a fair, impartial, and time-bound manner. 2. That pending the final adjudication of the case, the accused should continue to be kept under suspension and should not be reinstated, posted, or entrusted with any official duties or responsibilities in any department or public office whatsoever. 3. That in the event of his conviction under the relevant provisions of law, and in addition to such exemplary punishment as may be permissible thereunder, the accused should not be allowed to hold work under the government of Nagaland under any capacity and should be permanently barred from holding any public office or position in Nagaland. I shall read out the memorandum that has been jointly signed by the following tribal organizations: President Lota Hoho Kohima, Vice President Watu Telen Kohima, President Kohima Rengma, Joint Secretary Pochuri Women Organization Kohima, President Sumitotimi Hoho Kohima, Vice President Keminigan Kohima, Vice President Sangtam Leru, President Zillion Women Organization Kohima, Assistant GS Tikar Women Union Kohima, President Chakasang Women Society Kohima, Treasurer Konyak NSK, Vice President Kohima Changso Tangjam, President Home Kohima, Vice President Yumkong Women Organization and Co-Convener Relay Organizing Committee. Nitano R. Soto, President Angami Women Organization and Convener Relay Organizing Committee. Thank you.
আমি গান 10 জন নিচিনা লাইক যাই কিনে গভৰ্ণৰকে সাবমিট কৰি দিব আৰু চিফ সেক্ৰেটাৰী তা লগা গৰ যাই কিনে আমখান মেমোৰেন্ডামটো সাবমিট কৰি দিব আৰু আহি কিনে ইয়াতে আমি খান লাষ্ট একবাৰ আৰু লগ কৰি কিনে পিছতে ডিসপার্স কৰিব দে অলপ দুখ হলিবি ৰখি থাকিবি দে মৰম বাৰা
আমাকান নাহাদাক আমনান রুকি থাকিবি
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা বেশি আছে রিপোর্ট না করে রিপোর্ট করে খান বি কেস তো না চলে ইদো কেস তো না চলি কিনে ডিলে কৰি কিনে that কনভিক্ট না কৰিয়া কাৰণে ইটো কাৰণে কনভিকশন তো ৰেট তো বেছি লো আছে ইটো কাৰণে ক্ৰাইম ৰেট বি বেছি আছে ইটো ভাবি কিনে আমি খান আজি অ্যাৱাৰনেছ কাৰণে ৰেলে ইটো কৰিছে
Ma'am, what is your message to people about today's rally?
আজি ৰেলে দে আহিয়া খান তো massive turnout থাকিছে বেছি খুশি পাইছে আৰু this shows that we are with one voice to support our victims and to fight for justice.
Ma'am, sexual harass kuri na thaki show guli ba aro core ti majod core bidor di thaki jai to ekjon core family majod di aro idu la do tahan discuss kuri na tahan la majod di settle hoi jai to what do you have to say on that?
Actually mutual consent di gine eniga decide hoi jai bolibi asol do ami khan bahar de ahi gine law to ami khan laga defense karne ase law to frame kori gine ase etu karne ami khan law to bisari gine ahibo lage bahar de ahibo lage aru itu expose koribole nohoi holibi ami khan our right to bisaribo lage sob manubi
Idia maiki bacha khan lo do you have any message?
Message to bishi dibo pare ase maiki manu logote
Nijor safety karne
nijor safety karne
They don't voice out.
yeah I know maiki manu itia bahar de ahi boli ami aji speakers khan koa nishina bishi manu bi bahar de ahi boli bi we khai aro parents also mostly we are scared to send our children outside because anything can happen anytime we are not safe anymore in Nagaland that it is a successful rally moreover the number of the people that showed up shows that we are all concerned and we have lost our patience waiting for the case to be disposed of. So, from today, we are not going to stop from here, but from today, we are going to proceed further and we will try to pressurize those persons who are in authority also so that the accused in this instant case, that he do not play delay tactics anymore. And we want justice to be delivered to the victims and the community at large.
How was the meeting with the governor? What assurance did he give?
I'm sorry to say that governor was not in station, but we could meet his commissioner. And he has given a very positive response. He said that he will convey our message to the governor, and the governor will be very, very willing to take up our case. That's what he told us. He assured us.
Apart from the Reny Wilfred case, in the last few weeks we have seen so many sexual harassment, rape cases in our state, which is, I would personally say, was very alien in the, in the past years. So, what do you have to comment on this as a woman leader?
We personally feel that
due to the prolonged delays in disposing of the cases. And the conviction rate is very low in our state. And that encourages the perpetrators to commit more crime. That's what we feel.